All right, let me do what. Okay, let me give you a rundown on my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
This game is phenomenal, not just because of the fan service or anything. This game is amazing because honestly, this is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. This exploring around is kind of what I wanted. Genshin had too much to explore, and it's open world, and I understand that, but it kind of became a little bit overwhelming.
Uh-huh.
This, you have a dog giving you scratch tickets in the news. What game can you say that to? Look at this shit, bro. Bro is cooking. Bro is cooking. Look at that shit. Like the characters you got here are not that bad. They're really good. And I love all the stars and all the constellations are look cool. And we're not gonna talk about that.
A few moments later.
This game sucks ass. This
Bro.
game is donkey balls, dude. This shit is terrible. Whoever made this game, you know what? Nah. Screw Pokemon or Bananco. I'm going to burn down mihoyo for this. I'm going to commit war crimes. mihoyo, please. Let me have her. Why do you put it behind a paywall? Why? This game sucks. I hate this game with a passion. I can't get my stupid shark. I can't get the shark girl. I can't get my maid. At least if you're gonna give me a 4-star, give me give me Corin. Why?
Flashback.
Oh, what's that?
Damn. No, I don't want to even open this.
Bruh.
Let's see. Oh
You like
man,
that?
who would have thought? Man, if it's all weapons, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Give me a character. Give me a character. Give me a character, please. I'm begging you. Just give me a character. Give me a character. Just give me a character. Just give me a character.
You can do 6 singles.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Is it a character? Bro! Oh my.
Why? Why? Leave me alone. Leave me alone, please. Why? Oh, I hate this game. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't give a shit anymore.
This is a great video title. My friend wailing.
Wait, did I not get this? Was this a scam?
Stop! You realize that the more you enter that screen, the more I have to censor? Bro.
Wait, hold up. I thought you get this for the whole month.
What?
Oh, you don't. Damn. That's actually kind of sad.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, Wesley.
No, I'm worrying. I'm worrying.
Alright.
Ready, Freddy. How much Pelicrums did you buy?
I only spent it $5.
But like, how much did you get?
5 reals.
That's it.
Damn, dude, not again.
Oh, now you have a
I'm
C6.
done. I'm done. Why can I not have nice things?
Damn. You're guaranteed in 21 pulls. You don't need 210 pulls.
Shut the fuck up, Wesley. Shut the fuck up.
What?
I'm going to murder you and your entire family.
Bruh.
That's another consolation.
End of flashback.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by TV.
That's unique. I think that was fun. That was okay.
People are saying this is the worst part about Zenless.
I mean, I can see why. Everyone's too You gotta understand that everyone's brain is too small-minded right now because of our generation and how everything is going on. Like, we cannot have the capacity of we have a capacity of a fucking 5-year-old.
Bruh. I think the combat is really good in this game, though.
This game is amazing.
The combat is kind of like, yeah. It's kind
This
of
is like if it was
keeps you on edge.
Honkai.
It's satisfying whenever you dodge properly, alright, and then you hear the loud chink, alright.
This is like if Honkai was an actual good game.
Honkai but better. Honkai is that better.
Yeah, it's literally Honkai but on crack. And honestly, I think this is better than Genshin.
I don't know if that video shows like gameplay of her.
It did.
But like she does like this kick in the air. God damn.
There's a reason why.
What?
ZZZ is just better than Genshin because of that. If that was on Genshin, they would censor that. Ever like look the arcade dude.
Yeah.
Look at this. I can spend if I don't want to do this, I can do arcades and still get gems. That's something I hated. Genshin was just the way that you play games. Yeah, okay. After you become like get to the Chinatown, right? China country.
China country.
Then,
Wait.
okay.
What?
You know what I mean.
That
You know how
racist.
Monster
racist
is
as
based
fuck.
off Germany. Dude, after you like get like a certain level, it becomes a lot harder to get.
I think you mean
gems.
leeway, right?
Leeway, yes. But like it becomes
my
a lot
fuck.
harder, dude. You're just telling me it doesn't become a lot harder to get primo gems.
Yeah.
Dude, it becomes to a castle where I need to fucking grind. And this is another thing I love. You don't have to grind for artifacts. God damn, I hated that. You know,
You
honestly,
get artifacts in this game by wishing. Just like how you pull for characters, you pull for your artifacts.
I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Are you a fan or no?
I'm okay with it.
Well, like, here's the thing. I don't know how to get those. The currency. I still don't know how to get the currency.
Dude, I'm okay with that. You know why?
Why?
Because at least I know, hey, I lost by luck. You know? Compared to, I did a domain, worked super hard, and then ended up not getting the artifact.
Oh, but
I
this
fucking
one,
want.
I guess also a good thing about the wishing thing is you can actually select what specific set you want.
Also, I'm just gonna note this, throw this out. First game where there's a main character that fucking speaks. We have voice actors.
Bruh.
Shit. Zenless has voice actors compared to what fucking Genshin had, dude. What the fuck? Main traveler didn't speak into like, what was it? What? Come on, Wesley.
No.
Look at this.
No.
We have the girl voice, and then he also speaks. I thought they weren't gonna speak at all.
There's so much
like
things that Zenless does that no other game does.
Like what?
Like that's
what, huh?
probably why it's like not
Like what? Because it still has like
catching a lot of
super
people.
boring storyline, kind of like Honkai Impact in the beginning.
I'm talking more about like not the story. The story is a story, right? Every game has a story. That's that. But like in terms of like mechanic wise, it's like different.
What sort of mechanics?
Like, you know, what other game has arcades that you do that does arcade? Yeah, it's kind of. I'll be honest, the arcade thing kind of.
Those are just mini games? Those are called mini games.
I know, but like, I might be honest with you. Arcades. The arcade thing doesn't really make sense to me because it doesn't add anything.
That's like the only like co-op currently we have in the game.
Yeah, but like, what point does it bring? Like nothing. Oh, you can get polychromes.
Yeah,
Yay.
really nothing.
Does it add to the story? Does it add to
polychromes,
anything?
no.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of pointless just sitting there. I even forgot it existed.
It's different.
How?
A lot of
Way.
things are different. Or like a lot of things that Zenless has, no other game has. In terms of following
Which
like
you've
the
already
conventional like gacha game route, I guess that Genshin first established, right? Kind of the typical, you know, like
Genshin.
kind of typical artifacts.
You know, Honkai Impact came out
like
before
no, like
Genshin,
the typical like structure for the gacha games, like artifacts, explorations. You know how the artifact system works, the exploration.
Okay, but that exists in Honkai Impact too, dude.
Does. Well, I'm talking about like the standard the 5-piece. You know, you have the helmet, boots, chest plate, whatever. Like that type of system that's found in Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, and I think even actually no, Zenless has Zenless is its own thing, but you know what I mean. That type of system. I would say though, the combat doesn't really feel. I think it's
I like
more.
the combat. That's like the only thing I
It's
like about
easier to parry in Zenless than it is Wuthering Waves, I think. Is my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Actually, yeah.
Like you see the big.
Because like you can do two things. You can either like attack at the same time, or not attack, dodge at the same time, or switch characters at the same time. Which I think is like easier because you have like 2 options you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the whole like switching characters thing. So I think that's pretty. That's smoother than I thought it would be.
I 100% expected like 1, 2, 3 to be like your like the specific character you switch to, but no, you just press space and then it like auto rotates.
And it feels smooth though. I think.
The gameplay?
The swapping with space.
Oh yeah.
Although you lose the you know, the ability to choose who you want to swap to. Like, you know, if you want to swap to like the character you just swapped out of, then you have to wait. You have to press space twice. You know, to swap back. And sometimes I press space by accident too, and then well, you're in an awkward spot. Yeah. But I think the reason you don't like Zenless is because it's too story focused. Because that's the only thing you can do. Besides spending your battery. Is this
like I don't got time to do story. A boring story.
I feel like no, but I feel like the way they're approaching stuff is if you look at it, right? They broke it up for you. You have like, you know, if you go to your HDD, like the TV thing, and it shows you like the 3 bubbles, like the story, combat, experiment, whatever. That screen. It kind of breaks it up for you, right? It's like you have, if you want to just fight stuff, you want to just do the combat, no TV, nothing. You do the combat. You do the rallies, right? And that's kind of what that's designed for. Like if you don't want to do the story, you just want to fight whatever, you do that.
For legal reasons,
the freedom. That's the biggest reason why I think most people don't like it.
I mean, yeah, it is mostly the freedom, like, aspect of it.
Like even then, even if you're solely restricted to the story, you either do story or you do a combat thing. That's it. You know.
Which
you know what's better than one?
Isn't
2.
really that many options.
Yeah. You know what's better than one option? You get 2 options now.
You know what's better than 1 boring option? 2 boring options.
You don't want to do story? Well, you can do combat.
You don't want to do one of the boring options? You can choose the other boring option.
Or you can play the arcade and do for no reason.
Absolutely nothing.
You just play the arcade. Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Okay, you make it sound like I'm a bad player, somebody who can't play the game.
Even if you can parry, even if you can like, it's easy for you. You might not do the damage you want to do because it's level 30 and probably more health and blah 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 blah. And also some of them have a time constraint, like you have to beat it in under whatever minute. But if your characters can't do the damage, well then, you know, then
that's unfortunate.
Poopy. You know,
Poopy damage.
combat may be easy, but regardless if it's easy, you still have to do damage. It's at the end of the day, Zenless is always going to be a story, primarily story game, like 95% story game. And not many people don't like that, you know.
Not
many people like that. That's probably why they did the things they did with like terms like the battery, Like how much battery goes a long way. You know. Like 60 battery in Zenless compared to like 60 resin in like Star Rail, Withering Waves, Genshin. It goes way more. You get way more. You know. I can max out a character. I can literally max out a character's skill up to level 5 or whatever, which is the cap until you reach level 35. And so I can cap a character's every single skill of any character from 0. Like from level 0 skill, I can cap every single skill they have to level 5 with 1 day's worth of resin or battery. I mean, that's what I mean by it goes a long way.
But here's the thing: it could get really like even with that much resin, if the game's like boring, nobody's gonna spend any to begin with.
I guess like right now, I've maxed out level wise, skill wise, and the W engine wise. I've maxed out for every single element in the game. Like I maxed out 1 character for every element in the game, and I still have leftover battery. Like right now, I've already maxed out all of them, and so now I'm just pre-farming for Nakamata. That's what I mean by it goes a long way. Like if this was any other game, you'd have to like pour at least like 3, 4, maybe a week's worth of resin to like get a character to the level that Zenless is.
Actually, as somebody who has maxed out quite a few characters in a Honkai Star Rail, it actually takes more than that.
Yeah, you see what I mean? I think it's intentional. Because I think they want you to focus on on the story. They want you to focus on the story rather than building characters. Also, one thing I want to talk about is the interface.
Which interface?
Just in general, like the whole entire vibe of Zenless, the whole entire interface. It's just, my opinion, it's just so confusing. It's just
very, very cartoony.
It's like, how do I access my quests? Well, I don't know. Like, there's no specific whatever thing. How do I log out the game? I don't know. It's like, you have to go digging for these things. Way. You know, how do you spend your battery? I don't know. What is this coffee
Figure it out.
I don't know. Why is there a scratch card? I don't know.
I don't know. Figure it out
It's
yourself,
like some of these things, it's so random. I don't know. What's the point of going to the coffee shop to get 60 more battery when you can just make the cap 300? Alright?
They give you more batteries too, like for free. Like all you have to do is just spend a bit of money. Like Denny's, like the in-game currency.
Yeah.
Like it's not like spending the equivalent of like Primo Gems or Stellar Jade. Like you're spending like actual like Denny's, like the equivalent of Mora or credits. So essentially you're getting more stamina for free, more battery for free.
Like the interface is just so not there. Like having to access your quest, right? It's just so much harder. It's a lot more complicated than just pressing J on your keyboard. And also, one more thing I want to talk about is the night-day system. Like, what is that?
Oh yeah, that's really confusing to me.
Like, okay, so instead of having an internal
like once you
clock,
turn it to night, you have to sleep.
I know, but like, instead of having a clock where you can adjust the time, you know how time passes in this game? By doing absolutely nothing. Like, you...
Literally just doing nothing.
Yeah. I think in order to pass time, you have to do those combat or experience. Doing quests speeds up the time. And also some quests or some of the secret whatever you can only do during specific time frames. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you notice that? Like some of the... You know the police dog whatever thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some like...
Officer Mew Mew.
Yeah. There's some things that you can do to get the points or whatever for him.
Yeah, I know. Like, I want to change the time, but I have, like, no idea how that even works.
You just have to do stuff. You can tell, like, some of the stuff they do is intentional. You know, that's why battery goes a long way, because they want you to focus on the story. Rather than building characters.
I respect miHoYo as a game company, but I don't respect what, like, the direction they're going in with Zenless. I agree with you on
I'm not a fan of having to pull for my artifacts, though. That's a big no-no.
Yeah,
that's a big problem. Also, I don't even know where I get those the discs to pull.
Yeah.
Some materials, like I think for Anton, when I want to upgrade his something. Like when I clicked on it, I haven't unlocked that area yet. So I couldn't farm for the kills even if I wanted to.
Like in Star Rail, when there's a new area and stuff that just like came out or something, and you want materials for them quick, you can just like you
get temporary access,
like,
right?
You don't need to do the story. Yeah, you get temporary access.
Why did they do that for this game? It's like
No idea.
2 step forward or like 1 step forward, 2 step back type thing. It's
Like,
like
I understand that like Zenless, Star Rail, Genshin, and Honkai Impact are like 4 different separate like divisions of hoyoverse. Like they work on their own games and stuff. Like you couldn't have like at least adopted a bit of what Star Rail's doing.
now. Here's the thing though. You ask yourself, right? Even though you said Zenless was in production before Wuthering Waves, right? I have to ask myself: did they add the skip feature because Wuthering Waves did, or were they gonna add it before Wuthering Waves even came out?
I don't know, but I didn't hear anything about a skip feature before Wuthering Waves ever came out.
No, sorry. Something else I want to talk about is the story. You see this? Do you know how much storage this game takes up?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Do you actually know how much? Like,
That's all I
did you
know.
go to your file explorer and actually see how much storage?
No, because my PC can run basically any game now.
My PC. Well, my PC can. Like, I still pay attention to storage. I was actually like genuinely surprised.
But how little or how much?
How much? You know, take a guess. Take a guess how much storage Zenless takes up.
50 gigabytes.
57.
Oof.
You know how much Wuthering Waves takes up?
20?
23. So you're telling me an
I'm a
open
genius.
world game like Wuthering Waves
Has less storage.
takes up literally 1/3 the storage of Zenless. And Zenless isn't even a Zenless isn't even an open world game.
No,
If anything,
not.
it's the most closed off game I've ever played. Right? It's even more closed off than Star Rail.
Literally.
So like you ask yourself,
I mean, it's basically just Honkai Impact, right? Like, just a better version of Honkai
you
Impact.
ask yourself, where the hell is all this gigabytes going to? Like, I'm gonna be all straight up honest with you. I don't think 40 gigabytes more storage is going to the story. You ask me, that's a big
It's not
cap.
making the game any better.
Like, well, actually, I don't actually know how much more content the story has. You know, I don't know how much more content, but like, I don't think it's a whole 40 gigabytes to like offset how much storage Wuthering Waves takes up. You know,
But honestly, though, I think Zenless was too overhyped for.
I don't think it was high. I don't think it was that high for.
No, it was 100% really hyped before Wuthering Waves was announced.
But it wasn't as hyped as Wuthering Waves, right?
Uh,
Or sorry, when it launched. I
okay,
mean.
before
That's fine.
Wuthering Waves came out, it was definitely way more hyped than like Wuthering Waves and stuff.
But after, no.
But then most people forgot about it,
Uh huh.
and then Wuthering Waves got announced and launched, and then all those big juicy rewards brought a lot of people in. Just thinking about playing Zenless is making my brain hurt. Like, I can't even do the new event.
Why?
Because I'm like so far back.
Oh, that's so funny
I have not
though.
been through the story.
The new event is like you have to be level 30 and you have to complete chapter 2 intermission. I'm like, what?
Literally. Like, that's not something I would want to do.
Because you know damn well the only way you're gonna get to level 30 to do the story. There's no other way
Yeah.
to progress. Sure, Zenless has a lot of content, but the content is only one specific thing. Like, can it be still considered content if it's just a story? It's just one form of content. A single form of content. Is that really content in someone's eyes if they don't want to do the story?
Not really.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, okay, but then like, what if they don't want to do the story? Is that content? No, it's not content in their eyes. The people who are fine with story, then it's okay, right?
I guess.
But like, here's my thing. I feel like to compensate for there being no exploration, their way of doing like other things besides the story is having the combat separate. Like, if you want to just do the combat, which is what the game is, one of the strong points of the game. You can do just the combat missions.
Well, in my opinion, your
Like, it doesn't
opinion doesn't
replace
matter.
the freedom you get from a game being open world exploration. Because obviously, when it's open world, you can do so much stuff.
world.
It doesn't replace
Exactly.
No, I'm saying it doesn't replace it. Like, them having a combat-specific thing for people who don't want to do the story is not good enough to replace the freedom you get from open-world games. Because that's all it comes down to, right? There's not that much freedom. This game has, like, pretty much no freedom. Because you're only restricted to the story and the combat. But it is better than nothing, right? It's better than them having just, you know, condensing everything into the story rather than having, side things for combat.